Evidence has resurfaced of Meghan Markle's alleged, rumoured yacht girl death.
Fergie has all the tea on Meghan Markle and how she really met Harry and the circles that Meghan Markle moved.
Just when you thought the royal family had navigated its roughest waters, a bombshell detonates from within the very walls of the monarchy. Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, has thrown a lit match into a powder keg of royal secrets, and the resulting explosion is threatening to burn down the House of Windsor's carefully curated facade. In a series of stunning and brazenly public comments, Fergie has reignited a firestorm of speculation, this time targeting Meghan Markle's past. But she didn't just hint at a colorful history. She went for the royal jugular by allegedly pointing a finger at the disgraced former Prince Andrew himself, shockingly suggesting that Meghan was once his first client. Let that sink in for a moment. This isn't just a veiled allusion to a glamorous pre-royal life. This is a direct link drawn by a senior royal insider connecting the Duchess of Sussex to the most scandal-tainted member of the family, Prince Andrew, a man whose own associations have been the subject of global outrage and a multi-million-dollar legal settlement. Fergie's allegations plunge us into the murky world of elite yacht culture, painting a picture of Meghan's ascent not as a fairy tale, but as a calculated and masterful climb through the highest echelons of power and privilege. The implication is clear. Was Meghan's journey from actress to royalty a story of love or a case study in ambition and social manipulation?
Because Meghan Markle's past is truly coming back to bite her in the butt. And I am here for it. I am here for it because, Meghan thinks that she can go through life spiting everybody, hurting people, stepping on people, and never coming back to haunt her. Except when one of these people is Sarah Ferguson, who is as bad as Meghan Markle. They're both cut from the same cloth, guys. If you think that Fergie is different, no, she's not.
So the term Meghan's Yacht Days is now trending globally, and it's not about sunbathing or champagne toasts. This is about a web of connections so controversial, it has the potential to detonate the last remaining bridges between Meghan, Harry, and the Crown. The epicenter of this drama is a discreet, high-stakes gathering that took place in London's exclusive Mayfair district. It was there that Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, allegedly dropped a verbal bomb disguised as a casual remark. But make no mistake, this was not idle chatter. This was a calculated precision strike. By resurrecting the specter of Meghan's pre-royal life and linking it, even indirectly, to the toxic orbit of Prince Andrew, Fergie has launched what can only be described as a nuclear accusation. Let's be clear, in the world of royal implications, linking anyone to Prince Andrew is the equivalent of throwing a lit match on a gas spill. Given his direct association with the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, this connection isn't just salacious gossip. It's a weapon of mass reputation destruction. The public perception of Andrew is permanently stained, and to now tie Meghan's past to his world is to paint her own story with the same devastating brush. Anyways, once word of Fergie's remarks started spreading, the question on everyone's mind was a chilling one. Was Meghan's fairy tale ascent from actress to princess truly a story of destiny and love, or was it a masterclass in navigating the most treacherous, morally compromised waters of the global elite? Fergie's comments have ripped open that very question, suggesting that the road to Prince Harry may have been paved through a world of super yachts and powerful, problematic men. The palace is in a state of absolute crisis. This isn't just a tabloid story. This is an existential threat. The implications are profound, not just for Meghan's reputation, but for the very foundation of Harry's choices and the future of the monarchy's relationship with its most famous exiles. You see, rumors of Meghan's past have always been going around, but no one close to her has ever said anything, until Fergie's alleged shocking revelations. Now Meghan's pristine, philanthropic princess narrative is facing its most serious challenge yet. We're not just talking about a determined actress climbing the ladder. We're talking about a master strategist operating in the shadowy, unregulated marketplace of the ultra-rich and powerful. Now, for those who aren't aware, long before the tiara and the fairy tale wedding at Windsor, Meghan Markle was rumored to be a formidable player in a much different game, the high-stakes world of elite networking. And the whispers that are now roaring back to life point to one of the most controversial arenas for that game, the super yacht circuit. The term yacht girl is not just a label, it's a loaded insinuation of a hidden economy on the high seas where access to billionaires and magnates was traded for proximity and influence. These weren't innocent sunset cruises. Allegedly, they were floating boardrooms and boudoirs where careers were launched and reputations were compromised. The persistent rumor is that Meghan navigated these treacherous waters, attending lavish parties where the currency was not just money, but connections and favors. But the story doesn't stop at the dock. Her strategic ascent was cemented on land at the most exclusive club in the creative world, Soho House. Let's be clear, Soho House is not a restaurant, it's a fortress of influence. You cannot buy your way in. You must be vouched for, vetted, and deemed worthy by the existing gatekeepers. Membership was her key to a kingdom where Hollywood moguls, media titans, and old money heirs mingled in the dim light. Here, over artisanal cocktails, the real business of fame was conducted. Meghan wasn't just a guest, she was a recognized fixture, a social alchemist who knew that the right introduction in that room could be more valuable than any audition. This is the meticulously constructed backdrop against which she met Prince Harry. Her entire journey now appears not as a series of lucky breaks, but as a deliberate, calculated masterclass in social climbing. She wasn't just an actress who fell in love with a prince. She was a woman who had spent years honing the exact skills needed to access his rarefied world. Now, to make things worse, it's rumored that Meghan met Prince Harry through a mutual friend in 2016. However, those familiar with her social life during that time know that she was already a familiar face in the circles that overlapped with Harry's. By the time their blind date occurred, Meghan was not an outsider. She was already part of the conversation. And in the months leading up to their meeting, Meghan was actively participating in high-profile events, charity galas, and yacht gatherings that attracted the same elite crowd. This overlap raises questions about the authenticity of the palace's narrative regarding their meeting. Rather than a chance encounter, it appears that Meghan had been strategically positioning herself for this moment. The question Fergie's comments have unleashed is the one the palace fears most. Did Prince Harry fall for the woman, or was he the ultimate prize in a game she had already mastered? The evidence of her past suggests a chillingly brilliant trajectory, and the world is now re-examining every single frame of the fairy tale. The aftermath of Sarah Ferguson's remarks threw Buckingham Palace into quiet chaos. Within hours, advisors were huddled behind closed doors, crafting statements and weighing whether to intervene publicly or let the storm burn out on its own. The comment, viewed by many as a veiled critique of Meghan Markle's past and her path into royal life, dominated headlines and social media feeds. Inside the palace, sources described full-scale crisis management. Communications teams worked to distance senior royals from the controversy while maintaining the family's carefully polished neutrality. Prince Harry was reportedly furious, believing the insinuations undermined both his wife and the values they've tried to represent since leaving royal duties. Meghan, meanwhile, went quiet, allowing her legal and PR teams to assess whether a formal response was warranted. Despite attempts to redirect attention toward official engagements, the story refused to fade. For the monarchy, the incident exposed a familiar fault line, the tension between the traditional institution and the outsiders who challenge its image. As one royal insider allegedly put it, every word spoken in public now has consequences, and no one wants to be the next spark in another royal firestorm. Sarah Ferguson's comments have reignited a wave of royal speculation, raising uncomfortable questions about the fragile balance within the monarchy. What began as an offhand remark has spiraled into a full-blown media storm, forcing Buckingham Palace into yet another round of crisis management. Observers note that Ferguson's words, whether intentional or not, touched a sensitive nerve, blending echoes of past scandals with the public's enduring fascination with Meghan Markle's outsider narrative. The resulting frenzy has complicated the royal family's efforts to project unity and stability at a time when their public image remains under constant scrutiny. Inside the palace, aides are reportedly walking a tightrope between defending the family's reputation and avoiding the appearance of infighting. For Meghan and Prince Harry, the controversy threatens to reopen wounds they've spent years trying to close. As the story continues to dominate headlines, one thing is certain: the monarchy's modern image, carefully rebuilt after years of turbulence, faces yet another test. And once again, the world is watching, dissecting every silence, every statement, and every move the royals make. Anyways, critics of Meghan often label her actions as manipulative, while admirers see her as ambitious. Regardless of perspective, it is clear that her journey was marked by a level of precision and strategy that is often overlooked. Meghan did not simply wait for opportunities to arise. She actively sought them out, navigating the complex social landscape with skill. Meghan Markle's story is a fascinating exploration of ambition, strategy, and the blurred lines between manipulation and success. As the internet continues to dissect her past, it raises important questions about the nature of her rise to royalty. Was it a fairy tale, or was it a masterclass in social climbing? Ultimately, Meghan's journey serves as a reminder that in a world where access and connections are paramount, understanding the game is just as important as playing it. So, what do you think about this drama? Let me know your opinions in the comments, and don't forget to check out our other videos to ensure you are all up to date with all the latest tea. Till next time, bye.